okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, I think there was like an echo here in the house because, well, our house is not too big, so I can hear Mitch voice and she can hear me. All good, teacher. I'm a little bit tired, to be honest, and actually, I didn't eat something because at the end of the school, well, I'm part of the group of people who are organizing the our prom this year. So at the end, we go to try the different um dishes that they can offer to the party and eat long a lot, probably around 2 hours 30. Um, and then I'm looking for a, how do you say cerrajero?
A locksmith. Locksmith.
Locksmith.
Yes, a locksmith.
Yeah, I'm looking to a locksmith because the the key of my car to open the, how do you say cajuela?
Trunk.
Trunk.
Yes, trunk.
I don't know that. Yeah, the trunk, it is failing, and I only can open with the alarm of the clock of the car. And fortunately, do you remember that I went to show the car to some people?
Yes.
And well, we convinced them, me and my mom. It was the
Oh,
first time that
really?
my mom showed the car, and we convinced them. Yeah, and we're gonna buy the car. We're gonna sell the car tomorrow. So I'm trying to fix all the things, but I was a little bit rushed.
Amazing. Well, congratulations, Mickey.
Thank you,
Changing
teacher.
cars is easy to say, difficult to do, in particular when you are that young. What are you, 21, 22?
Yeah, but all good at the end. I feel
Yeah,
a
that's
little bit
fantastic.
nostalgic now because it's my first car and I'll sell it, but it's okay. It's for something better.
Yeah, of course, of course. Exactly. You give it for a good reason. It's a good reason. So, and you
Mhm.
keep the good memory of your cars. You never forget your first car.
Yeah,
But it's very nice that this young you are doing this type of negotiations and businesses. It's amazing. Some people do it when they're 30. Some people do it when they're 40. Some people never get to do it. So, congratulations, Vicky. It's a great
Mhm.
accomplishment. Good job.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Well, precisely talking about business, I have some idioms that are used. I'm going to use only 10 today that I'd like to go through here, and I'd like to present them. They already have some explanation. I'm going to delete the explanation just really quick to see you can, um, or let's get the meaning, right, or what it means. And well, it doesn't matter. It's not too stringent, but let's just take a look at some of these expressions. Let's see. The first one, for example, the first one is it's about time to do something. So what does it mean to you? Can you read that, Mitch? About time. It was about time to do something. Here, number one. Let me put it here.
Yeah, it's about time to finally do something. They finally appointed a new chairman, and it's about time to. What means chairman?
Chairman is the director of a company. A
Oh,
chairman is a director of a company. So in this
oh,
case, when something takes too long to happen and finally happens, you say, well, it was about time. It was more than enough time to do something, right?
mm-hmm.
For example, what do you consider that it was already about time to do something? It was about time to do what, or to have what, to get what, to accomplish what? For example, when my cousin turned 50, I said to, and when my cousin got married at 50, or, okay, it's not true, I'm just making up the, what I said to him that it was about time, was about time to do it. Okay,
That's going
right.
to be me.
Huh?
That's going to be me.
Well, when my cousin got married at 50, I said to him that it was about time to do it. All right. So
Then
another thing that you consider, Mitch, Mickey, that is or was about time to do.
when me and my team publish the first part of our comic, I said to them that it was about time.
Okay, that it was about time. Perfect.
No,
I-
comic, no, not comment.
what?
Comic, not comment.
Comic.
Mhm.
Comic. All right. Perfect. Excellent. Can you read it again, please, Mitch?
When my team and I published the first part of our comic, I said to them that it was about time.
Excellent. Very good. What about you, Mickey?
Mm, when me and my dad tried to sell the car.
Tried or drove?
Uh, no, no, tried.
Tried.
Yeah, to sell the car. And at the end we did it. I said to him that it was about time.
Perfect. We can say we did it or we managed also.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we did it is okay. We managed is similar, but not to use the verbs do, are, be, etc. So often we normally try to use other verbs, but it's okay. Perfect. Now, above board is above board is another expression. Mickey, you want to read it, please?
Mm-hmm. Above board, legal. The tax loophole is all above board.
Yes, something that could be controversial, but at the end you find out that it is legal, above board, is all above board. So, what do you think that may not look or may not seem to be legal, but at the end, it's legal, it's above board? For
Mm,
example, even, I'm going to make it my comment, even if people say that abortion is above board, it remains a controversial topic. I'm just making an example. They say that abortion is legal. Even if they say that it is legal, it remains a controversial topic, in my personal opinion, of course.
okay.
So, an example, Mitch, Mickey, please.
Was it
Mm,
is above board? It remains controversial. What means above board? Sorry.
Above board means legal, that it is legal. Above board is legal.
could be apps in our cell phone. Who say espionage or espionage? Espionage?
Espionage, but
Uh-huh.
espionage.
Or information.
Well, one thing is espionage, and the other thing is spy. Spy is the verb, and espionage is the substantive. Okay,
Okay. A spy
okay. Spy,
or information.
spy, are information.
and now is above board.
It's above board. Is that true?
Yeah, the majority of apps, when you accept cookies in any website or any app, you're giving permissions to those applications to follow certain information that you have stored there.
Wow. We don't know, but that is incredibly risky, and we're accepting that without knowing, maybe, or maybe we know.
Yeah, but the majority of people, including me, don't read the terms and conditions.
Yeah. Well, otherwise we wouldn't be able to use almost anything, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Interesting. But it's above board. Mm. How about you, Mitch? Any examples?
Mm, eh, eh, um, mm, the women, oh, oh, no, no, it's about board. It's about board that women can vote in comparison of decades ago.
Comparison to decades ago. Excellent. That's a very good example. It is. Can I say it is now above board? It is
It
now
is now
above board. I'm going to say the fact
the fact
that
that
women. So can you read it, Mitch,
sure
please?
it is now about board the fact that women can vote in comparison to decades ago.
Excellent. Very good phrase. Thank you very much. Let's do another one. Across the board means including everyone. Let's read the phrase, Mitch, and the example, please. Can you?
Three,
Yeah, number three, please.
across the board, including everyone of everything, the pay increases will be applied across the board.
That
Across
means
the
that it will include everyone, right?
it's inclusive.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm gonna make a funny remark when no, this is not. I was gonna say something about Pancho Villa, but I better no, I better don't. Let's see. Um, the decision taken, no, I mean the mandate for the citizens from the mandate from the government to plant spinaches in was was instilled uh, across the board in Guanajuato. It's not true, but it's a fictitious proposal to plant spinaches in every house. Okay, can you read this, Mickey, please?
Hmm. The mandate from the government to plant spinaches in every house was instilled across the board in Guanajuato.
What does it mean?
Mm, the mandate from the government. Mm,
Does it mean that every person in Guanajuato should plant spinaches?
That is like an order, right?
Like an order, of course, it's crazy and it's impossible and improbable, but it's just an idea, right?
Mhm.
Every house should plant spinaches in their houses. Okay. An example, Nikki or Mitch, please, across the
Mm,
board.
What means plant spinaches?
Plantar espinacas.
espinacas.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Mm,
That isn't true, right?
No, of course not.
Uh,
It's
okay.
crazy.
Could be the security of Irapuato must improve across the board.
Excellent phrase. Very good example. Thank you, Mickey.
Hmm.
The security report must improve across the board. Yeah, very good. Mitch, you want to give an example, please?
Oof. Um, eh, eh, gosh. No, heal me.
Anything that should happen everywhere. For example, an order, a regulation, for example, an indication that the passing grade in Instituto Irapuato
Oh,
should be 7 was established across the board or something like
okay. Could be. Uh, how can I say cubrebocas?
that. The mask, the face covering or
Uh,
the face mask.
the face mask was ordered to use obligately,
Obligedly or across the board was mandated
was the man, mandated across the
use,
board
to
in
be
the world.
used to be used across the board. Hey, can you read it again, please?
Could you scroll down, please?
Yeah, of course. Um, this here. The face mask. Can you read it, please?
The face mask was mandated to be used across the board in the world.
You know the world, yes. You know the world. That is true for a couple of years or how long? For how long?
A couple of years.
For a couple of years, right? Yeah, that's true. Well, that is across the board. It includes everyone. All in a day's work. Mickey, you want to read number 4, please?
Yes, sure. All in a day's work, a task that falls into normal daily work routines. Dealing with emergencies is all in a day's work.
All in a day's work, right? All in a day's work. So, all in a day's work. That's a phrase that is used in business. All in a day's work, something that has to fall in normal daily work routines. So, for example, what is or what is not all in a day's work?
Mm.
For instance, when I was in the industry, they told us that making personal was a day's work. That didn't have to happen in a day's work. That means in normal working hours or long personal, making long. If it was brief, it was okay. But making long personal phone calls was not only a day's work. What is the meaning of this, Mitch?
Making long. Making long, you mean
Extends.
extends. Making a personal call was not all in a day's work. Okay.
It's clear.
No, it's wrong.
That's
Mm,
Ronnie.
oh, hacer llamadas de teléfono extensas no es como un día de trabajo.
It's not part of the daily works routine. It's
Ah,
not,
sí.
should not be, shouldn't be.
No debería ser parte de una rutina de trabajo.
Yes. Okay, very good. So you have an example, Mickey, please?
Yes, sure. Um, Dealing with my classmates, it's all in a day's work.
Okay, very good. That happens when you go to class in a normal day, right? Very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Another example, Mickey, please. Day's work. Something that happens in a daily work hour, work schedule. An activity that falls inside a normal routine of work or that does not belong to a routine work. For example, do you think that what shouldn't be in a day's work, Mickey? What activities shouldn't be in a day's work?
Hmm. Well, unfortunately, violence in Irapuato.
Violence in Irapuato is
Mm,
now
is now
all
all in a day's work.
it's part of the daily routine, right? Violence in Irapuato is now
Yeah.
all in a day's work. Unfortunately, it's true. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Do you have another example, Mitch?
Mm,
Or in a day's work, something that is part of the daily routine.
uh, could be using the phone for literally everything is no all in a in a day's work.
Word, you said?
Using the phone literally for everything.
The cell phone.
Mhm.
The cell phone for literally everything is now all in a day's work. That is incredibly true. I don't know if it's for the good or for the worse or for the better, but it's totally true.
Depends
How
of the
do you,
person.
excuse me?
Depends of the person because someone can use it have could have an addiction that it happens to the majority. But some people use it really as an assistant of yourself, and it could really be helpful.
Yeah, that's a very important comment. How you see it, how people use it. It's like a tool, it's like a knife you can use to cut meat, and that's a very useful tool. Um,
Yes.
when I go to high school in the morning, I go to teach in a school in jumping jack. There are breaks that we have, and we need to be in guard, guarding the students. So we are standing in the yard, basically doing nothing. So I says, well, it's 30 minutes that I'm guarding kids, making sure they don't fight or they don't fool around. But basically, it's not very useful work. So what did I do? I bought some earbuds. Do you know what earbuds are, Mickey?
Could you repeat, teacher?
It's the same as earplug. Yes, what are
Oh,
they?
yeah. Mhm. Uh,
Okay. You put
uh,
those,
you can use it
and
for
then so,
listening music.
because they don't. Yes, Nick. Yeah, to listen to music. What I do now is I run a reading or a video, an audio actually. I run an audio about the lectures that I need to review for my school. And so I am using those 30 minutes a day in a favorable way because I am educating my learning something new in those 30 minutes. Because for me, those 30 minutes mean not much. So I need to use them in a positive way, like Mitch says. So that's a very important comment, right? So it depends how you use it. And I connect my cell phone to the earbuds. So I'm listening to the lectures or readings or audios or something. Because if you consider the time is 25 minutes to drive, 30 minutes for the first recess. So imagine each 25 minutes to drive, 25 minutes to drive, right? Then 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, the first recess. There is a second recess that is 20 minutes, second recess that is 20 minutes. So it's exactly the same, but 20 minutes. And there is another one that is other 20 minutes. So how much time is that in total a day? Actually, 25 minutes is forward and 25 minutes back. How much time is that per day?
25 minutes to go and 25 minutes to back.
To drive back, right?
50 minutes.
The total, what is the total time?
Between 25 and the 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and all those.
Yes, all those. How much time is that, please?
55, 65, 120.
It's exactly 2 hours, right? 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
2 hours per day. So in 5 days a week, it's 10 hours a week. Imagine, it's a whole journey. Yes, it's like an extra day of work, more than an extra day of
Yeah.
work, just in transition and in recess, driving forth and back, and being in guards per day. So, what do you think about that? Is that all your day's work?
Um,
Yeah.
So, we can, and that time is money. So, imagine if you use this time wisely, it's fabulous, right? Or we can just ignore it and don't do anything. But I prefer to do something. Well, I deviated a little bit from the subject. But, well, that was an interesting thing. Now, number 5, Mitch, please. Par for
yes,
the course.
all par for the course equal normal to be expected. Delays of up to 6 months are part of the course.
What is a delay?
Retraso?
Yes, exactly. Are par for the course. Par for the course. So it's normal. Normal. Yes, I'm going to use a new slide here. Par for the course. What is par for the course at Instituto?
Al instituto.
Yes, please. What is normal?
Mm,
What is something that you can expect?
have 20 minutes of recess is part for the course at instituto.
During a
One more
20-minute
time.
recess, the recess is part for the course administrative. Okay, very good. Another one, Mitch, please.
Uh, mm, we uh, have dinner at 8 p.m. It's part for the course for me.
For me. Okay, very good. It's par. Okay, you can say is at par or is par also. Okay, very good. Now at loggerheads is to be totally of the contrary opinion of someone. So let's read the number 6, Mickey, please. Can you?
Yes, sure. At loggerheads to disagree strongly with someone, the two managers were at loggerheads over the expansion plans.
Have you ever been at loggerheads with any client or with any person, Mickey? Have you ever been at loggerheads with anyone or anything? But you would think totally the opposite.
Yeah, so many times.
Okay, can you
Um,
mention an example? I was once with because what does that mean, please?
um, I was I was once at loggerheads with my classmates because they were making so much noise and I want to have the class.
Okay. What happened? I'm curious.
Hmm. At the end, they just got silent, and that's all.
Okay, very nice.
Hmm.
Very nice. Okay, how about you, Mitch? Do you know anyone who has been at loggerheads, or have you ever been at loggerheads with anyone?
I get lost. I get got distracted, teacher. What means loggerheads? Sorry,
To
sorry, sorry.
be in strong opposition to someone or someone's opinion. You think the total opposite.
Authority?
Excuse me?
The authority?
It can be the authority, it can be a partner, it can be a subordinate, it can be anyone.
Okay. Um, I am at loggerheads
At
with
loggerheads,
with some uh, teenagers
majors
of a comic project
of or on a comic project, on or off a
on
comic project.
because the leader before was uh, how can I say indispuesto?
Unwilling
Uh-huh. To do it.
to do it. Okay, let's do it to carry it out. To carry it out. Carry out is to perform, to do it. Llevarlo a cabo, right?
Mhm.
Okay, can you read it again, Mitch, please?
I'm I'm at loggerheads with some teenagers on a comic project because the former leader was unwilling to carry it out.
Very good.
Carry
So
it.
one question, I
it
am or I was? Yeah?
I am.
You still are,
Yes.
even
Barley,
now.
barley, barley.
Okay. All right. Well, good comments. Very good grammar. It sounds more than better. Let's do number 7. At the helm, take the helm to be in charge, right? So can you do 7, Mitch, please?
At the helm in charge. Also take the helm. He decided to step down after 20 years at the helm of the company he founded.
Yes, he was a leader. He was in charge.
Yep.
So have you been? Thank you, Mitch. Have you been at the helm of something recently, Mickey or Mitch? Or someone has been at the helm of anything recently that you know? My friend, my brother, my sister, myself is or are at the helm of an important project, of a process, of a
Teacher,
yes.
sorry, I
You
have
have to
to
go.
go to the
Yes.
dentist.
Take care, Mitch. Have a
No, take
wonderful
care, teacher.
day.
Have a
You
wonderful
too.
day.
See you later. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Capture the
Bye
bus.
bye. Take care. Thank you. Bye. So, Mickey, have you been or any of your friends has been at the helm of anything recently? Maybe yourself, of an interesting project, of an ambitious project, of a challenging project?
Mm, yes. This last semester we have to create a project to this is like a exportation project, and I've been the helm of the topic of the team. Sorry, because I'm been searching about different ways to do it, and obviously everything is fictitious, but we try to do in a we are giving the most serious way possible.
Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. Very nice. We had to create a can you read it again, Mickey, please?
Yeah, we had to create a project last year, and I was at the helm of it.
The helm of it. Very good. Very nice. Um, I am at the helm, language center. I admit that with much work, it is at times hard to carry on, to continue. It's challenging, not difficult, not impossible, but sometimes I say, oh, this and that, and sometimes when I am at the helm of the language center, I admit that with so much work, it is at times, it is at times hard to carry on. At times, not at times, sometimes. Okay, well, let's take a look at the next one. How do you find these idioms, Mickey? Have you seen them before, or maybe a few only?
No, to be honest, I think that is something good because those are terms that, well, natives normally used, and I think that it's necessary to I don't know if it's necessary to memorize them, but understand what they're trying to say. And for example, I noticed that in some series or in some movies, they use those kind of items and idioms, and now when you have an idea, it is more clear.
It is, absolutely. That's a very true comment. Back down is much more common than the other ones. Back down. I had to back down my proposal. Back down. This is much more common. Can you read it, Mickey, please? Withdraw.
Yeah, back down, withdraw your demands in a negotiation, or accept you've lost the argument. Can you scroll down a little bit, sure?
Yes.
The union says that if we don't back down on our demands, they'll call a strike.
Yeah. The union is the syndicate.
Mhm.
So back down normally means to retreat or to remove your demands, right? withdraw your demands. So I was asking the man who was asking for too much money for the for what for let's say for the car, back down on his request. Let's suppose there was a man asking for too much money for a car, right? Maybe the guy that wanted to sell you his car, and he backed down. Let's suppose that he backed down, right? Because paying in dollars is not a common practice. Okay, let's read this. This is a different connotation. Can you read it, Mickey, please?
Yes, sure. The man who was asking for too much money for the car backed down on his request because paying in dollars is not a common practice in Mexico.
I'm going to remove the word money. The man who was asking for too much, I'm going to remove this. He was asking for too much in the negotiation. In the negotiation. Okay, let's read it again, Mickey. Please, can you? Sorry that I changed the topic a little bit.
The man who was asking for too much in the negotiation backed down on his request because paying in dollars is not a common practice in Mexico.
Yeah. What can you infer from this sentence? What can your inference be?
That in Mexico we pay in pesos.
Yes. And what was the man asking for?
And the man was asking to pay in dollars.
To be paid in dollars. Exactly. Which is not common practice in Mexico, right? So he was trying to sell something in Mexico, but it's not common practice to pay in dollars in Mexico for something. It's more common to pay in pesos. Well, that's that. Keep back down. All right, let's do another one, which is backlash, which is retaliation. Can you read it, Mickey, please?
Yes, sure. Backlash, a negative consequence or reaction after an action or event. If we make further losses, we risk a backlash from our investors. Also, a backlash against something.
Exactly. So a backlash is backlash, and it's the same as retaliate, or retaliation, retaliation. Okay. Well, very good. So sometimes people backlash or people retaliate. People sometimes retaliate or backlash when people sometimes retaliate or people sometimes backlash when they what?
When they lose their wallet.
Lose their wallet. How do they retaliate? How do they backlash? How do they take revenge?
Okay. Backlash is like take revenge.
Take revenge, retaliate, yes.
I
Take
think that was
revenge.
like a bad consequence or something.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't know. People sometimes backlash when they Mm,
When they feel hurt,
yeah, when they feel
what
sad
else do
too.
they feel sad? Feel sad, yes. Feel sad. Let me give me a second, Mickey, please. I need to open the door to a student that is coming. Just a second, please.
Yes, teacher, don't worry.
We should take the boards. Okay, when they feel sad, how would that be, for example, how would they retaliate if they feel sad or angry or feel angry, right?
Yeah, well, normally when a person feels sad or angry, they react in a bad way because they feel so um, emotional. And when you are emotional, probably you could take revenge of so many things.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's only human, right?
Mhm. In part, I think that it is normal.
Yeah, feel angry, feel you retaliate, you backlash. Let's see how it says here. We risk a black. Okay, well, backlash is both. Backlash is both a verb and it is a noun, a substantive. The same as retaliate. Well, no, retaliate is a verb, and retaliation is the noun. Okay, so like here, if we make further losses, we risk a backlash from our investors. That means a negative consequence or reaction,
Hmm.
a negative reaction. So people sometimes backlash when they have a bad reaction, when they feel hurt, when they feel sad, when they feel angry, right? Feel angry. When they ignore some facts also, when they are cornered. You understand this expression, Mickey? When the person is cornered, they tend to backlash, to retaliate, to take revenge. Corner, like you are taken to the corner, and you can basically not move. You are trapped. So you try to escape, right? You retaliate.
Yeah, yeah.
True. All
Hmm.
right. Well, that's another business expression. Backlash.
Backlash.
Yeah, and another expression is backroom boys. Can you read that, please?
Yes, backroom boys, people whose work is important but who don't get much recognition.
Yes,
The
because
backroom
why? They are in the
boys.
back room, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Precisely.
Um, the backroom boys in the R&D. Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
don't worry. The backroom boys in the R&D department are essential to our innovation strategy.
Yeah, maybe you don't know who they are, but they are
Yeah.
there and they are important. So I think that cooperatives are the backroom boys of our society. That may be an exaggeration, but if you notice that in the US there are 37,000 cooperatives, in Germany there are 7,000 cooperatives, in Canada there are thousands of cooperatives, it wouldn't be too daring to say that cooperatives are the backbone boys of our society. Or is that an exaggeration? What do you think?
Mm, well, I think that obviously cooperatives are important. Unfortunately, here in Mexico, there are not so many cooperatives, but they are essential in our lives. And I don't know, probably the people who clean the streets are the backroom boys or of our city because thanks of them, our city is clean. Well, in part.
No, no, you're totally right. You're totally right. So the janitors, uh, cleaning maids, and all cleaning people in our society are the back room boys. Um, are the back room boys. You said of the society?
Yeah.
Are the back room boys our society? The cleaning people are the boys of our society. Okay, very good. Okay, Mickey, I'm gonna have to borrow 10 minutes from our class because I need
Yes,
to
teacher,
teach
don't worry.
another class. We bring them back, we recover them, or do something. When should we have our next class? Maybe Thursday is very busy. Thursday, well, today's Thursday actually. Well,
Today's Thursday.
yeah,
Uh,
tomorrow you're busy tomorrow, right?
yeah, I'm busy tomorrow.
So maybe
Uh,
Saturday and
yeah,
Sunday. Yeah.
Saturday in the morning will be great. Yeah, teacher. Yeah,
Okay.
to be honest, I feel a little bit tired too because I
All right.
haven't eaten.
Okay, you better go eat something.
Yes, teacher, don't worry. But yeah,
Okay.
so see you on Saturday.
Saturday. All right. You take care, Mickey. Have a
You too,
wonderful
teacher.
afternoon, a wonderful evening now. Goodbye. Take care.